Hello and welcome back to Founding Core plays Factorio Seablock. In the last episode, we were getting a lot of our research done so that we can expand our ores, even our power, because we're going to need more power producing. And we also have our green algae up here that were also expanded. But in this episode, we're going to start getting our ores being mass produced. Even if it has to run a little longer on the episode. But we will get it done. Alright, so let's get started. So we have one already. Okay, so the brown right here is the seafloor pump that's going to be pumping that in. Which, if we have enough, yes, we do. We'll go ahead and build one. And the reason why I say that is because if we do decide to expand this, which you always want to leave room for expansion, we're going to also need to run our pipes up here. So if we have more of these going out, the only one that's not going to need to run up is the heavy mud water. So we're going to have it looking like that. We'll go ahead and build another. So we're going to have water on the bus. Oh, we already have water on the bus. There it is. Okay. Awesome. So let's say that we need to expand more of this. We want this set up to where we can do that very thing. Alright. So now we'll put our seafloor pump down. We can have it look like that. Oh, one too many. Do I have more? Yes, I have extra stone. We need more fuel. Alright, let's switch this back to landfill, because we will need more landfill. There we go. You know what? Let me just make a box. Oh, this is not good. It doesn't make any sense why that's backed up. At all. Like, the first time, you know, understandable, but now it's like it doesn't make sense. Ah, okay. So we're not using enough. Well, let's fix that real quick. Which, all that's going to change here in a minute anyway. Once I pretty much get this running. Okay. So, we'll have that run over. So water's gonna run in right there for now. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so that's water coming in, and then if we need to expand it going that way, we're able to, without it being any issues whatsoever. So the next one after heavy mud water will be producing heavy mud water. So this is going to take heavy mud water. Okay, so the next one, we can have it set up to where it looks like this. Yeah, we should have enough. There we go. Alright, so it'll look like this. Something like this. Maybe we should go one step further and do it like this. I was going to import my blueprint book, but I was thinking, why don't I just show you how to do all this together? Like, let's do this together. I mean, you probably have seen it done many times, but there may be new people out there that have never done it before at all. So, it'll be a learning experience for those that have never done it before. But we'll have that run that way. I feel like I have a feeling that I had some way that I did this before, where all the mud ran like this, coming up. And might as well make more power lines. I mean, don't get me wrong, this will probably work. Instead of doing it there, probably right here. So that for an underground belt, we can go possibly like that. Because for this, it's going to go into concentrated mud water like that. And then you want water to be on the same side. Alright, and if you notice, these two outputs are the same. And you can tell by the color, if you look at the color right here of the icon, it's kind of like a lightish brown with a blue compared to the brown on bottom with a blue water droplet. So it gives you choices of it outputting right here or down here, whichever you want. But if we had another one of these and we were expanding this row going out, it would be better to have the output to be down here on the bottom, so it's easier to expand. Look at that, we're almost at 100 landfill. Even though we ain't been doing much, so. But that's why. We're gonna need clarifiers. I know what I'll do. Oh, there we go. We'll have it output like that. Alright, let's check that again. Because we can have it output like this. We can have the water come in like that. And then we would have our output to come right here. So then the next, after we're making concentrated mud water, we're going to also need to make light mud water and the clay recipe. So generally, I usually just put... I generally put the... I want to say the clay recipe first, but we might be able to do the light mud first. So let's say we do the light mud first. Alright. Same thing, there's our output. Same thing with the water. Well, we already have it, so we might as well. And then same thing here. It gives you two options for your output. So we might as well go right there. And as soon as we can make another one, we will. But in the meantime, we'll put that right there. But this one's supposed to represent the clay. So all it's going to need is mud and concentrated mud water. Which this is going to be outputting light mud water. Alright, there we go. Now we can build another one. Thankfully, it doesn't take as much iron. Look at that. We have 515. Alright, let's look at what the clay looks like. So yeah, that's going to be the light mud water coming out. So I was hoping it wouldn't be on that same side. But it is. Oh, wrong thing. Trying to do a ghost image. So in this instance, see, anytime we do another row of anything, like for instance this water, we can just expand this over and run it down, just like this. But here's where the conundrum comes. So let's say we do expand this over. Well, now we're going to have to set up, we'll have to set up a run of the mud coming across, which is going to then intersect with this. You know what? Let's just pretend we have another set of this running. Well, by the looks of it, it would have to go right here for this, because if we have another one of these right here, it would need to go over there, which we won't need this really after once we get sulfur being made. This won't be needed as much, but let's just say we did need it, which we will. Actually, you know what? I do think we need, let's check real quick. I'm pretty sure we needed it for something else. Hydrogen sulfide gas. No, yeah, no, that's it. That's really it. I mean, all this we can make in other ways. So it's really not needed. But let's just say, for argument's sake, we do want to expand this. Alright, so let's take a blueprint of it. We'll remove it. And then what we'll do instead that is right? Heavy mud water, and this is taking, yeah. And this is making concentrated. And so with this, if we need to expand it, we can just run an underground belt right here. There we go. Alright, problem solved. So now this needs concentrated, which concentrated's right there. Now all we have to do is do something like this. Problem solved. And then all we'll do is, if we add another line of this, we'll just run belt up like this and it'll come over. So all this will just run up and come over. And if need be, I can always put a splitter if that becomes an issue. Now, this is going to put out light mud water. So I'm going to delete that. Make a copy of that. Remove that. Put this right there. So now we got to get that clay. That clay's got to come out. So what we'll do is we'll have a belt right here. And then I know I just ran this over, but this we are 100% sure where we want it at. So there's that. Nope, wrong one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh crap, there we go. Alright, so this is going to come all the way to here. So that we can put it on the bus. Because clay, if I may be mistaken, is used in some other recipes. Washing. No, it's only used for unburnt clay bricks. Never mind. Well, it's all good. Because what we'll do is, once we get it to a point where we're making the clay bricks, we'll just have something cut into that line. So it's okay. So there's that. Now what we'll do with this is run it over right here. Oh, I'm in the way. This is producing the light mud water. So now we've already got we could go into producing the limestone and getting that out of our way. And what I mean by that is we could do the same thing here. Put that there. Because this is going to be producing the light mud water. Let's put that in here. We can delete this. We can delete that. Those are just proxies. Alright, put that there. Move this. Ooh, that does become an issue. Maybe go down by one more. I mean, I could do it like this. But it's kind of a waste of resources, so That'll be fine. Then we'll have it input here. That'll get rid of the clay. And then this is creating light mud water. So now we need the light mud water going to make thin mud water. So we have 3 more to do. We've got the clay, the limestone. All we have is the sand, making thin mud water, and saline water. So we need to make thin mud water. And this is the light mud water. Alright, here we go. Same thing. But on the bright side, now we know how wide the land needs to be. We can delete that. I mean, I probably could make more of them. Okay. Did I not pick up any of the iron? No. Let's make sure I keep that going. Put all that in there. So, let's see what else. Now we have this outputting. We've got the mud outputting. Now, how did we do? Because this is producing the thin mud water, which the thin mud water is going to need to make saline and sand. So same thing. We'll probably have the saline next and then the thin mud water. Just because we can put all the mud on one side. And I'm pretty sure that'll be it for the whole mud situation. And how do we do it? We did it like this. Yeah. So we'll have the mud output there. So that'll be it for that. No more of that. Hooray, hooray. The saline's going to come out this way. I might as well just expanded it one more time. Can I build? I can. Alright, so that'll get us our 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that'll be all 8. Obviously, I need to build these, but... let's just see. Sand, Yeah. This is going to be this right here. Alright. And then we'll have it output right there. And then we'll run that there. So we're good. We're good on everything. Alright, here we go. Limestone's going to go right here beside. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it should be right here. Alright, so that's where that's gonna go. Or no. It will go here. Because I forgot about the saline water. Which saline will run right there. Going down that way. Alright, so that gets us all that. I can delete that now because we don't need that. Right now, we're just gonna start on this. Alright, so there's the water. I'll build another box right now. Because keep in mind, we still got to expand power. So that's why I'm not going too balls to the wall on anything yet. And this is going to take a while, because this only produces 2 hydrogen sulfide gas every... I don't even know. The math. Oh, I forgot about that. It's going to produce... it's okay. We need to actually just get expanded on power. Oop, getting stuck. It may not look like we're having a problem with power right now, but nighttime, when it hits, it'll be a little bit harder. Oh, can't even get through. I already know I'm going to need another set, so might as well go ahead and get ready for more. I can make 1 boiler, still lacking a lot of iron. Ugh. Alright. Well, we've already added more power, so that should help a little bit. And now all our green algae is gone. We need our brown algae being used more. Ugh. We're backed up on that. Which is fine, because we're going to blow through it here in a bit. Stone, we got plenty. Here, we'll split it up between there and there. Okay, let's see. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Let's just go ahead and focus on our iron and stuff. Okay, so we have... Oh, I forgot about that. Well, let me go ahead and change this once again. Because this needs to run... right here. And what I'll do is just run these pipes like that. And this will expand us anywhere going over. And then this will run down, because we will need that here in a minute. I wish you could burn brown algae. Ah, it would be so nice to use that as a fuel source. So good. Okay, so let's assume we have the hydrogen sulfide running down. So the next thing we need to do is make a chemical plant so we can take the hydrogen sulfide gas that we're producing and oxygen that we're producing and turning it into sulfur. So we need to get a chemical plant. How much does it take? So 20 iron for a chemical plant. I honestly shouldn't have wasted my resources on building these right so soon, but can't change time now. So what we can do is go ahead and get ourselves set up when it comes to the land. Did I shift? Let me double check that I shift everything over. So the hydrogen sulfide, it's going to run down there. This is going to have to run here. This is going to have to run there. That's going to have to run there. And then pretty sure it'll be like that, because this is gonna run down here. So yeah, so we're good there. 1, 2, yeah, okay, we're good. So everything of that's fixed. Alright, now we can make a chemical plant. Alright. So this is just going to need hydrogen sulfide. And oxygen. Easy enough. And then sulfur we will need on the bus. because it's used in a lot of recipes. All right. There's that. So the next thing we need to do is we have to take that sulfur that we're producing along with oxygen to create sulfur dioxide. So what we could do run this down. Alright, so let's pretend there's a splitter right here. Well then, once we split it off, it'll go right here. I apologize for it being dark. I'm pretty sure I did research lights. Let's see what it takes to make lights. Or maybe I didn't. Nope, I didn't. So, I'll just take lights with me. And then I'll just run power now. Oh, I really don't want to... Even if I put it there, it ain't gonna make any difference. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well let's just back this up a little bit. Alright, so now I can put a light down here so y'all can see. Alright, so this is going to need to come in right here. I didn't even grab landfill. Went all the way up there to grab landfill and didn't grab any. So I was recommended to add some certain mods, other mods that are part of supposedly the Seablock mod, which is cool. And I looked at them, but some of them didn't seem like they were really detrimental. Now, I may be wrong. You know, don't hold me to it. I still will check them out, but... Nah, I think it was fine the way it was. Yeah. Yeah, I still have it. But my point is, you know, I'll still check them out, but like I looked them up, seen what they were about, and they're okay. Alright, so now we're creating sulfur dioxide. Let's see if there's enough iron. We need, what, 8 iron? And that gets us our 8. Alright. So now the next thing to make in the process is the sulfuric acid, which we're going to need to take the sulfur dioxide and the purified water to make sulfuric acid. Well, we're not making any purified water right now, so we're going to have to do that. So we're going to have to take one of our chemical plants. Actually, let's look at it. Yeah, it's going to need... Oh, wrong one. It'll need to come down a little bit further. Alright, so we're going to take our... Just for symmetrical... You know what? Forget it. I'll just go ahead and place the piping. I'm gonna have to do it anyway. There we go. Alright, so that'll produce that. So now we're going to be producing purified water. Alright, so now we're going to need purified water on the bus. Alright. Now we need to go get more landfill. Yeah, I can't understand why this is backing up right here. Well, never mind. I kind of... Well... Yeah, it's because... Okay, I understand. It's just not fast enough. So I may end up shifting that over and running another belt beside it, which is fine. I got landfill. Let me see if there's any more iron ready. Yeah. There we go. So now we got purified water. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So it'll look like that. So right here. That should be right. Oh, I stopped too short. A little too short. Oh, wrong thing. Alright. Which purified water is going to be used in a lot of different ingredients. So that's why you see that. Alright, I'm going to try to... Oh. Should I go ahead and... How many do I have up there right now? Let me look. I'm thinking about building an electrolyzer to help possibly nudge this along a little bit faster. But I've only got 3, so I'm going to need 5 anyway. So either I'm going to need to build it now or build it later. And having it now is just also going to help me later. That's got to be removed. Maybe one more. We need to switch this back to stone. Because I'm running out of stone again. Who'd have thunk it? Oh. No. I don't need the stone. The crushed stone, I mean. There we go. So now that's going to give us more slag, which I need to build one more, to be honest. It just needs so much more. We can get rid of that. It just needs so much more freaking iron. Well, one more than what we need for the chemical plants. But this should speed things along a little bit faster. Did I grab... Oh, yeah, we're making stone. I was gonna say, did I grab the landfill, but I forgot that I added stone. Alright, so we can run this down here. Okay, that'll give us that. So the next thing in the process, like I said, was making sulfuric acid. So now we need another one of those. So in the meantime, we'll make a blueprint of this so that we can go ahead and continue outlining the rest of our factory. So now it needs sulfur dioxide and purified water. Alright, there's that. So all these... Oh, I didn't even plan this out. See, that's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. Oh, I don't have one to represent it. Well, we'll go ahead and make one. Alright. Nope. That's what I meant to do. Alright, there's that. Now we'll run pipe down here. And we'll do the same thing. Oh. There we go. Now we've got those two. 1, 2. Or better yet, we can go 1, 2. So 2 squares to my left. There we go. I mean, I guess I could do it like this. There. So now we got, not physically yet, but we got sulfuric acid set up to the where we're wanting it. All right. There we go. Why is it taking my wood? I'd rather have charcoal be placed first. There we go. You know what? Let's just go ahead and build another one. There. So that should be quite a bit right now for a moment. Let's go back to making landfill. I could go ahead and build... Let's go ahead and build another electrolyzer. as soon as we get more landfill. Ah, we're one off. There we go. Sorry, I ain't talking a lot. Just focusing hardcore, you know how it goes. Trying to focus this down. Because I want to speed this up. I want to show y'all how well it pops off. Oh, come on. Is there like an extra belt I could just take from somewhere? Oh. Gotta be kidding me. One belt shy. I don't see anything. Well, here's more iron. There we go. Oh, now we're having a problem with... this. There we go. There we go. Again, more iron is needed. Oh, gotta be kidding me. You know what? These are cheaper. I mean, they're not that bad. They're a crafting speed of 1. And then, that'll help me use some fuel right here. The only thing that I'll need is inserters. And inserters don't need a whole lot. There we go. Maybe one more. Now that'll work to speed the process up on getting more iron. So let's let that run for a little bit. Let's go back down here. Okay. There we go. Let them smelt away, and let's get away from there. Alright, so the next thing... So now we're making our sulfuric acid. So now the next thing we need is to make our slag slurry, which is now going to require creating slag and taking that sulfuric acid that we're making and turning it into slag slurry. Then once we make slag slurry from slag, we'll take that same slag slurry and put it into a filtration unit making slurry coal filtering. And then from there, we'll produce mineral sludge and sulfuric wastewater, which that's going to be the way we make our sulfur from there on once we're able to filter it. But we'll take that mineral sludge, and that mineral sludge will turn it into the crystallizer to make our ores. So we're almost there, folks. All we need next is a liquefier, which we already have. If you remember up here, so we have a liquefier right there. We've already got a crystallizer, and we already have our ore crushers. So all we need to make is a filtration unit, filter frames, and then just making all the belts and all the piping to run all the factories. There. Oh, that's why it's backing up. Look at that. And just like that, we already got 32 iron. Oh yeah, we also needed to make a clarifier. I forgot about that. Whew, that's going to take a lot of iron. Ugh. But we need it so that we can continuously making hydrogen sulfide gas. Ugh, that sucks. How do we look on pipes? Why? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's turn this back to stone again. Let's let that run for a bit. Alright, so now we can build a filtration unit. I don't remember the exact number, but we're going to need at least 15 of the filter frames. So let's say we got sulfuric acid. The next thing that we need to make is a liquefier. I'm trying to imagine how big a liquefier is. Well, I'm pretty sure it's about the same dimensions as a chemical plant. Where's it at? Here it is. So it's gonna need slag and sulfuric acid. So if you look at it, it only needs 5 slag every 3 seconds if it was a crafting speed of 1. But since you have to use either a liquefier or a chemical plant, if you go and look at them, a liquefier has a crafting speed of 1.5 and a chemical plant has a crafting speed of 1.75. Now if you look at the max consumption, just to get 25% faster with the chemical plant, it takes twice as much power compared to just using 2 liquefiers. So like this is very inefficient when it comes to any recipes that require a liquefier, that give you the option. Like if you're forced to use this, it's one thing. But when you're not forced to use it and you're able to use a liquefier, it's so much better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it costs a little bit more in resources, but it's so much better on power. And then, if you look at when it comes to having a pretty decent ratio, you know, using a liquefier on this makes it at a crafting speed of 2 seconds. So it needs 5 slag every 2 seconds, which is not a problem at all, because if you have, what you'll see, and one of my subscribers had mentioned it in a comment, but it's the upgraded version of using the electrolysis, which I've talked about in a previous episode, if I can find it. Where's it at? You know what? Let's just scroll down. Here it is. Basic Chemistry 2. So it's doing the upgraded version of the dirt water electrolysis, where you can use the electrolyzer electrode, which speeds up the process of creating slag so much better. So what happens is, instead of taking and creating slag one every 3 seconds, or whatever it is, we can come back up here and look. Yeah, one every 3 seconds. Because remember, electrolyzer has a crafting speed of 1.5. So it would make 4 seconds to 3 seconds. So instead of getting one every 3 seconds, if you look right here, we would be getting one slag every 1 second. And if you remember, it takes 5 slag just to create that slag slurry every 2 seconds. So this will give you 5 slag every 1 second. So if you look right here, it's 5 slag every 2 seconds, but if you have 5 electrolyzers doing that method, you'll be getting 5 slag every 1 second, which will be keeping this constantly running. But if you don't do that method, it's going to take at least, if I remember correctly, it's like 10 electrolyzers just to run that, which is ridiculous. Okay, so what we had done was we were going to imagine this was a liquefier, but we need it set up to where we can have our electrolyzers here. So we're going to need to make more room. And generally I have it going up and down, because if you go left or right for each one, you're going to make that, well, yeah, you're going to require more piping to run the mineral sludge and the sulfuric wastewater. So it's easier. I mean, it costs more landfill, but landfill's easy to come by. So we might as well just run this down for quite a while. And then what we'll do is we'll go up here. That's pretty bad. There we go. We'll make a blueprint of that. Oh, that's plenty. Nope, I'm not going to fall for it again. There's that. Let's switch it back to landfill again. I was wondering why it was backing up again. It's because the output's not putting out as much. You know, I just went to go pick all that up. Okay, that should be everything. So all these should not be backed up. Now these are. Alright, there we go. I did it again. There we go. Alright, so now we did our blueprint. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have one right here, then we'll have it come over and over and over and over. Because we're going to, once we get this set up, we're going to research really fast to get that. And we'll have all the slag run south. And then on the back side, is where we're going to have an assembling machine cleaning the electrodes. So we may have to come down a little bit more. That can be deleted. So we're going to come down to about right there. Yeah, that looks perfect. And then that'll be our electrolyzer. Then below it, we'll have our liquefier. And then we'll just do the rest, which won't take as much room. All this is what takes a lot of room. And the only reason is because I want to expand it. Which, like I've said in earlier videos, I try to plan everything out ahead of time. Just so that I'm not having to tear as much down just to replace it. And power-wise, we're getting there. We are getting there. I did create a filtration. We're gonna need another crystallizer. What else are we gonna need? We ain't got metallurgy yet, so we don't have to worry about that. I could go ahead and build a steam engine, but I also need my belts. Copper's doing pretty good too. So let's turn a lot of that into... Excuse me. Let's turn a lot of that into circuit boards. Let's put that in here. Let's see, is that right? A little bit further out, not by much. I think we're good about there. Yeah. Then once I have everything that I need built... Ooh, I could go ahead and... Yeah, might as well go ahead and get all those built. Alright, so we're gonna save up for that clarifier. Because if we don't, we're gonna have to box up all this stuff. Which I don't mind doing. But it'll just be simpler just to put a clarifier, which we'll eventually need. Put a clarifier for this. So once we get 45 iron, we should be good. Okay, nothing should be backed up. So we can get rid of all this. Oh, man. Sweet. There we go. There's that. See, and what we'll have... You know what? Let me erase all this. It's going to run like that. It's going to come down. We'll have our water run off here. Like it'll connect down here. And what we'll do is we're going to have our, not slag, but the electrodes come out right here. And then they'll run up to an assembling machine and they'll clean it. Ooh, yeah, I just thought about that. Crap. So they will need to be inputted too, so... I'll have to figure out something for that. Because I'll have to also have the input, which will be, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Which will have to be, the clean electrodes will need to go in there too. But I do have a way of doing it to where it looks really good and it's like this. And it'll have the inputs. Because I'm pretty sure I flipped this where the water comes on the back side. And the input and output of the electrodes are on the back side. And all the slag and hydrogen and oxygen are on the opposite side. I'm pretty sure I have it like that. But anyway, so now we're going to be down here. And that's where we're going to have our liquefier. I'm not going to spend it yet because we need to get this. So we need 12 more iron plate. Almost there. 2 more. Holy crap, we're so close to building it. Because after that, then we'll be pretty much set. Because we already have another crystallizer. So we have 2 crystallizers. We have our filtration units. We have filter frames. We've already got charcoal on the bus. We'll just really need to hook up our pipes and run everything to where it needs to go. Alright, there we go. And then I'm just going to run this over here. Come on, clarifier. There we go. Let me back this up a little bit so I don't have to... There we go. So now that'll keep creating mud and the hydrogen sulfide, which, like I said, it's going to take a while before it fills this up. I mean, it's literally pumping out 2 every, whatever, 2.5, 4 seconds. Whatever it is. But we are getting... I can say we are getting our... I don't want to say ores. Our metals. Let's just say our metals. We're getting them faster now. So... let's go ahead and run this down, because we're gonna need charcoal being ran. So we might as well get some things in preparation. There. We're almost got the charcoal down there. And we might as well just keep making our circuit boards. Because we'll always need them. Always. You know what? I may just go ahead and run the charcoal down. Because that'll keep the green algae from backing up. There. Figured I might as well come here and clean up all this. When I get the chance, I will show off all this. Producing it, turning it into fuel. I will show how it works and operates and stuff. But I'm going to have to end it here. we got a lot accomplished. We've got everything laid out the way we want it. We still need to fix this, which I will be doing in the next episode. I know I've been saying that for a couple episodes about importing my blueprint book, but this time I promise you I will do it. I'll have to do it off camera. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. It's a little bit longer episode than normal. If you do like it, please leave a like. Please subscribe. Comment if you like. Whether it's good or bad. Tell me if I need to improve anything. But I'll see you in the next episode. Y'all have a good day.